Okay, so we got the transfer case off, hi Sadie. And you can see what happened in the wreck. He's a
Drive
little boogered.
drive shaft collapsed all the way, broke the adapter housing on the back of the transmission.
So basically, it just shoved the transmission this way and cracked it, shoved it back.
Shoved everything in the front back.
Yeah. And the transfer case looks to be okay. He said it was leaking now, and it hasn't before, so it might have a little crack in it.
Might be cracked.
Yeah.
Well, JB Weld will fix that.
Yeah, that won't be a
As long
problem.
as the internals are good. But besides that, I think we got everything but the transmission mount, and this thing's ready to come out of here.
You already got the motor mounts out?
Motor mounts are done. Everything's unhooked.
Hell yeah.
So they're just sitting in there right now. So
You gonna put a bigger one of these in there or what?
oh, you have to.
I mean, yeah. It's not a daily anymore.
No, it's not.
It's going to be.
It's not a tow cage.
It's a project.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we got to get this thing moved or out of here so we can get the skid steer in here.
Yep.
Or over here anyway. Hell yeah.
Get rid of this thing. All right.
Give it 20 minutes. This thing will be out of here. We'll get the other truck in here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Need some.
All right, y'all. So you just saw we just got the motor and transmission out. We stripped everything that was left on the cab. It was just a few computers inside, some harness, and the AC and heat
HVAC
box
setup.
or whatever, the HVAC.
That way it's ready for us to cut the firewall and the floor out and to put it in the other truck.
Yep.
Now we got to get fuel lines and brake lines and the tank out of this frame and get ready to pull the front axle first, and then we'll work on getting the rear axle out last. That way the frame will be down to just the frame.
Yep.
We can use all these parts on that other truck. Hopefully
It really won't be too bad. You said there's a couple brackets holding some fuel lines in and brake lines, shocks.
should be able to pretty much pull everything in one piece except for what's in the rear.
Yeah.
We'll split the lines there, but the whole front can come off as one. It just lays on top.
Couple bolts for the traction bar,
Yeah, the sway bar.
sway bar.
Unbolt the sway bar, unbolt the shocks. Springs are twisted and broke, so
We're just gonna
gonna
cut them.
cut them off. Should be simple as that.
Yeah, won't take that long to just get the skid steer, pick up the front end, drag out
Roll the axle out.
and set it back down, and get a game plan on the back. Now, you said the back wasn't attached to anything?
No, I've already robbed the springs out of the rear from my other truck.
Okay,
So it's just being held in place by ratchet straps right now and blocks of wood. So we need to.
well, if that's the case, can't we just like take the tires off and just slide it out from under it?
That was kind of the plan, but with the skid loader, we might just pick the whole back end up.
I like that better than that stack of blocks I'm not going to show people.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well,
It's been working fine.
yeah. We're going to get this thing stripped out and hopefully get the other truck in here and get a game plan on that.
In the next hour, I hope.
Yeah.
So the truck we parted out earlier is now going to keep on living inside this 77 F-150 that I've had since I started driving.
What's 14 years ago?
Yeah, almost going on 15 years. So drove this in high school for a while. It came with a 302 and a 4-speed. And, I originally just had spray paint on it. So we started stripping it down, found a bunch of rust and a whole bunch of dents that were hidden by Bondo. So
A bunch of Bondo.
now I lost kind of interest after that. So we're changing it up a little bit. Still going to repaint it. Still going to fix all the rust. But this thing will have the drivetrain out of that 04.
Mm-hmm. And interior.
And interior. If we can't make this dash work.
So we're going to try to keep the original dash first.
If it gets to be too challenging, too much of a pain, we'll just graft the other dash to make it fit.
Yeah.
Then I'll have use the firewall and the floor out of the other truck to mount Super Duty seats and the HVAC system on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Now we just got to get started.
I remember riding in this thing and down some old dirt roads with the subs going, and I thought we were hot shit, and I was 13 maybe when you got that.
Yeah, I was 14 when I bought it.
Yeah, because I'm a few months behind you, so yeah, probably about 12 or 13 somewhere in there. But yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
thing was loud and all the stuff you want as a kid.
Had a lot of noise and not much horsepower.
Not a whole lot of horsepower. What you needed was a 351.
Yeah.
I like 351s. I like them a lot.
460 even better.
Same mileage either way. It doesn't matter.
Twice.
Well, we're going to get a game plan, figure out what to do, and then kind of go from there, I think.
Yeah.
We got to clean out the bed and stuff like that. We won't bore you with that.
All right.
Yep.
So we've been doing some measuring. We're looking at using the 77 frame. We can make this work. It would be tight, but we would like to eventually use it to tow. I mean, between our Jeeps, his car, we'd like to be able to hook a gooseneck to it and tow it safely and comfortably down the road. I mean, we have power to do it, might as well. This half-ton frame is not rated for the same that a Super Duty truck is. We started measuring. First we started measuring firewall and the floor between the two cabs.
What was it from that seam to that seam?
We were within 3/8 to half an inch width.
The same
Of from the pinch weld
right there
to the pinch weld on
to
both.
that one. From right
here
there to the other side was
there. This is half-inch wider, which we have enough room to take a 1/4 inch out of each side.
Yeah, and then the dash opening was a 1/4 inch smaller on this than it is that. So we got room for the dash in the cab.
So we can use the Super Duty dash with the complete floor back to here, and that would allow us to bolt in any Super Duty seats from 99 to 2015.
And then gets rid of all the big hole and all the rot, all the cancer. Because that 50 inches from the front will get us
firewall
to
stops here.
right there. And
we
the
could
50 inches
continue
ends
it
up
further back too if you really wanted
the
to.
50 inches ends up right about here.
This sound deadening.
Yeah. So that means that you still got room for adjustability in your seats, so it's not just like
You can
it's a race car where it's bolted in and that's just kind of where it's going to be.
You can lean your seat back and get comfortable.
Yeah. So the floor and the firewall so far work great.
So we were trying to decide what to do with the frame. After measuring, this is a short bed truck. The 04 was a short bed extended cab truck. The bed's within an inch of the same length. The frame is the same width between the 77 frame. It's 37.5 inches wide. The 04 frame is 37.5 inches wide. From the rear of the frame to the front, where
When it starts getting narrow,
between where it lands between the cab and the frame, this is 80 inches. The Super Duty was 80.5 inches. It's only a half inch longer, which we could probably hide with the bumper, or we could just cut a half inch off the very rear of the frame. With the rest of it, the cab mounts are the same width.
Oh yeah, that too.
So we could use, if we cut the Super Duty frame up here, because the front of the frame is damaged, if we went 5 feet further up, the frame is still good. There's no damage to the frame there. We could cut it, which would end us up about in here. I have another frame off a burnt truck that we could take the front engine support and everything out of it, fish plate it, weld it back together. We'd have a straight, good Super Duty frame again. We could run the Dana 60 axle in the front, the Sterling in the rear.
The suspension and everything.
Yeah. Well, factory suspension, but anything that you can get for an 04 would fit to this truck at that point. All we would have to do is slightly modify the front mounts would work with the stock frame.
They just need to be lowered.
Yeah, we would have, not this frame would have to be lowered. The other frame wouldn't. We'd probably have to raise the other frame because it drops down just a hair more than this frame does.
Oh,
okay. In the front, just a hair lower.
Yeah.
We could, we'll build a spacer plate, or we'll modify the mounts at that point. We'd only have to change the rear mounts up unless we took the rear mounts out of the 04 and welded them in the back of the truck here. We could run all Super Duty mounts that way on the floor.
I kind of like that.
It would ride better. It wouldn't be 30-year-old rubber blocks.
Yeah.
That are hard as a rock. You actually get new.
Yeah, because basically
polyurethane.
It'd be
or nylon. So we'd have to cut it here.
Yeah, right there. Just cut that out and move it up to somewhere in here.
It would basically how these here. Here's the original mounting holes. Pretty similar, but the other mounting holes are out in this area.
Oh yeah. So we'll just have
wider.
We'll just have to move those,
or you put a cross member in and use the factory mounts here in the rear.
So
whichever one really works out better is what we'll do.
Yep.
So
this kind of just shows you how similar a 04 and a 77 are dimension-wise.
They are very close.
They are very close. You guys didn't hear me say it, but I said it to Isaac. I said, God killed the dinosaurs so we could have 77 Fords, and this is why, right here.
We can do anything with it. I mean, I knew they didn't change much between the trucks. I mean, body styles changed dramatically, but
yeah,
the dimensions and the sizes are almost identical. I mean, they're 37 years difference, but just similar, tiny modifications. You can swap anything over.
That's right.
So, I think we need to get cutting.
I think so.
Hell yeah.